Hello, everyone. Welcome to Edessa, The Dark Crusade, Season 2. And tonight, I should say, because we are K-Knights, we are going to set the scene not in Edessa, but in a township like an hour, I believe, driving, if you have a horse or something, from Edessa. It is the beautiful town of Timoran. And for as far as I remember the description, and I cannot give it as eloquently as the ST did. So, but what you see is a small township, especially compared to Edessa. It's small. It has, however, huge walls. It is very beautiful, very tranquil town. Basically situated around a hill. On the top of the hill, there is a beautiful castle that you will ride towards. And yeah, there is probably some ghoul, probably Fulric, because Irene doesn't really have ghouls, at least not enough. That will welcome you at the gate, and Irene would have let this ghoul know that there are two gentlemen coming for a meeting with her, namely Sir Gufran Wissam and Lord Ecleus Obertus. And so, as the two of you would give your name, um, you'll be led actually not into the castle, but rather to the back, where there are some beautiful gardens, really tranquil. There's a little lake, and yes, Gufran, remember how that mosaic had a lake? It's that lake, and there is a little gazebo with the bench. I don't even know if they had gazebos in that time, but if not, this is the first. Really revolutionary artwork in the garden. And Irene is sitting in on like the white bench near the gazebo and is reading a book as she's waiting for the two gentlemen to arrive in whichever order they prefer.
Well, I mean, the high clan will go first.
Of
Well, all
course.
right then. The low climb will be last.
It's okay, you know your place. That's good.
Yes, I do.
Oh dear.
Low,
Aha.
as they say among commoners. And, yeah, I guess Eklios will be arriving, even if he's not very super happy to be out of Edessa. New
Mm,
place and stuff.
eh.
But, you know, he can
And
still work with it.
well, that's good. As Ecleos arrives, Irene will put her book down and she'll stand up from the bench. She's wearing a rather shiny, new-looking dress, completely white. It's very not La Sombra, but hey. And yeah, as in the picture, she kind of has her hair loose and it's kind of flowing around her head. And yes, Max, just like that. Stop it. Sa. And she'll curtsy and smile as Ecleos approaches.
And you will also smile and bow, taking her hand. Lady Irene, always a pleasure.
Lord Ecleos, the pleasure is all mine. I Let me be the first to welcome you to Timoran. Was your journey well?
My journey was acceptable. It is always strange for my clan to change their habit.
Mhm. I I would like to say that I understand, but I am afraid that I do not. My knowledge of your clan is not that um, well extensive.
Uh, he smiles. It is all right. I am sure. I am sure that your sire may have many stories about the tides of my clans to the land where they live on.
Well,
So, what can you tell me about this city?
well, I'm not very familiar with it yet, um, but it is of course the domain of my sire in Solrik. It is a very quiet and peaceful city. Well, town, I should say. The people are very nice. It is almost it is almost a dream come true.
Hmm. Dreams are an interesting concept to follow, but sometimes one must be wary as to when the time will come to wake up.
I think few wiser words have ever been spoken.
And on the sharing of the words of wisdom, the trumpeters blaze in their full glory.
No, I think it's only in
Not
your
really.
head.
Yeah, you're both ruining my jam. No. In this garden that it looks strangely familiar to Gufran. He can't quite put his finger on it. Um, he will approach Lady Irene and Lord Acleos Obertus. All right. So yeah, he makes his way over towards the two of them, and when he stands before them, he will put his right hand over the left side of his chest and bow. Lady Irene,
The curtseying will happen again.
pleasure to see you once more. Lord Acleus, I believe this is the first time we will properly converse.
I thought the conversation that we had in your shop counted as a proper conversation.
Well, that was just a little how do you do.
I am doing fine.
Most wonderful.
And how
It's a
do you do?
I have, I must say, I have been greatly enjoying myself at this Grand Elysium. I I've seen various of my wares as a decoration, and so my ah, I am a happy Canite, my lord.
It seems to be the case. Good for you.
Yes, yes. No, this garden seems strangely familiar. I can't seem remember where I know it from. Odd.
Have you
Maybe it strikes me later.
perhaps you've been here before?
No, no, I have not. Have I? No.
It is one of my most favorite places to be in when I'm around here.
I can see why.
So sometimes you'd wish you'd see it during the daylight.
Sadly, that is no longer possible.
Alas. Well, maybe I will ever pay someone to paint it for me during the day. I have arranged for some refreshments, if any of you would wish to. She points to the gazebo. Gazebo? Gazebo? What's it?
Uh,
Gazebo.
Bazinga.
Bazinga.
Bazinga. Fair enough. As she points towards the bazinga.
Are there like chairs?
Yes, there are that it's like there are like a couple of benches made out of white marble. There's a table, but the table clearly looks like it can be removed quite easily. It's from a sort of light wood made. And there is a carafe and three glasses.
Well, I wouldn't turn you down. And yeah, Gufran will accept the offering to his glorious being.
Yeah, Irene will lead the two gentlemen
Yes.
to the gazebo. Bazinga.
Gesundheit.
And yes, you will pour uh, like the red kind of thick liquid from the into the three glasses, and we'll sit down.
And well, Achilles will also sit down.
Gufran will sit his glorious, majestic ass on the chair. And he picks up the glass, sniffs it.
It is blood. Dull.
Well, yeah, but Gufran's a paranoid fellow.
Fair enough.
And so he simply raises it in like a small toast. Well, cheers to us.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, here is his glasses.
Oh, ha ha.
Aha, aha, yes, let me be a true and true as I lift my pinky.
Yep, Irene will of course also raise her glass, and takes a sip.
After he's taken a sip, Gufran will put the glass back down. Lady Irene, I do thank you for arranging this meeting. Um, Lord Ecleus, myself and Lady Irene were wondering uh, if you are currently in a coterie.
And he he blinks once and turn to Irene. It is strange. I believe we had that conversation. Hypothetically, of course.
We did a few months ago, yeah, if I'm correct.
Hmm, indeed.
But we've not been able to talk for a while. And, well, your situation could have been changed.
Hmm. So I believe that if you are the one asking the question, you have formed then a coterie with Lady Irene here.
Yes, I have asked her to join a coterie with me, or to create a coterie with me, and she recommended yourself as a potential member of this group.
As I've pointed out, Lord Ecleos, I think you are a very capable neonate, and, well, it goes without saying that I am fond of you and enjoy your presence.
I can say that I can reciprocate the feeling. As in, in typical Ecleos fashion, it's like pause, open, social dot file, take, take, take standard response with add feeling.exe to, to the current phrasing.
Still, despite the automatic kind of answer, Irene's smile will definitely increase, and kind of radiates out over her entire face.
No, I'm gonna take aggravated damage.
It's shining like the sun.
The shadow shines with light. So we would like to extend this invitation to yourself. Would you be a member of this coterie?
And he turned his attention to the Guffron.
The Quran.
Well, yes, the Guffron. As he looks at him, I think the answer that you wish me to have, or rather the question that you want to ask, is that we do not really know each other that well. I know Lady Irene, and I know from our previous conversation that we had this idea of being in a coterie together, but we are not truly acquainted, you and I, outside of this mission that we participated together, and I saw fit to end.
He nods.
And the time I went into your establishment to try and find a tapestry.
Indeed. These are the same concerns that I had. That is why Lady Irene brought up the idea of her arranging this meeting. So we could speak about this idea. Frankly, Lord Ecleos, your wisdom that you have shown on the previous mission, as well as the small bit of conversation that we have had in the past, I quite enjoyed. For there are other neonates within the city of Edessa that are not as, well, competent.
You wanted to say smart, didn't you?
I wanted to stay smart, but you know what? I thought it's Gufran. Let's add another layer of hurt on it.
I mean, I don't know. Ecleos would think that not being saying people are dumb is quite insulting. But yes, he can understand the point of view of not being competent. As he, I have to say that being more knowledge based, I have to wonder indeed of the efficiency of some more physically adept neonates, as I I was the one who dealt most of the combat and damage on the intruder compared to a Russian neonate who apparently also was more or less responsible for a small breach within the Salubri domain. So I can indeed attest of your comment.
When Ecleus brings up Garland, Gufran just has this little point of radiance in the back of his eye. It's just like, ah, yes, the spy.
Well, Irene kind of like her face kind of shadows over, like the radiance just kind of seems to be turned down a notch as she remembers the very interesting conversation she had with him and her sister yesterday.
Elysium, yes, yes. Gufran was also
Yeah.
like, well, damn, son, you have balls, but you're not that smart. Yes. Well, and he kind of looks to Irene for confirmation on this, but he says, I believe we have decided to not invite Mr. Garland to this gathering.
If we would have, well, if you would have wanted him present, I'm afraid you would have had to find a new location to hold this gathering.
Exactly.
And he nods as he comes to the conclusion that the very social nature of Bruja must have worked as a charm in this place. I mean, they can't help it. That's what they do. Like, you shouldn't look down on them because of that. Like, geez, Irene, that's clancist.
Yep. And she doesn't care.
It's okay. She's high clan. She can do this.
And she's fledgling. She can piss off everyone,
I
basically.
guess. I guess probably. I guess probably the easiest way to understand someone is to ask, and I think that from your clan you might understand this question. What is it that you desire, Gofran?
Oh, my lord Acleus, I desire so very much money, power, the arcane, quite a lot. But I'm simply one Canite. I know very well, but most Canites do not get old by standing alone in the first few years. which is why I brought up this idea to Lady Irene.
Uh, he he nods because probably in the back of his mind he was thinking, "Oh, I don't desire that much," and like, "No, I'm playing modest," and like, "No, no, I want money, power, I want everything." I mean, it's like, well, I mean, at least he's an honest serpent.
I am. Gufran has the opinion that you don't need to add more suspicion to the set. You know what? People already believe that
Yeah,
that everybody's an asshole, and so Gufran just straight up goes with it because he's nothing
yeah,
to lose.
just like you don't need to convince people that Zimisi are fucking creepy.
Yeah, look at that face. Is that not the face of a creepy person? Those fucking scars, dude. Jesus.
I wear those scars because I choose to.
Uh huh.
Yeah, actually, technically, I should take them out because the character is not in this anymore. I don't need to keep them.
No.
But he he nods.
What about yourself? Do you have loft and great desires?
And he he looks into Gufran with his fucking green eye that glow in the dark as god damn it was the green eye on your image. So fucking fluorescent. Yes, stop pouring green green paint in your eyes. That's gonna hurt at some point.
Ah!
I, as Lady Irene knows, I hold very little interest in political power, or more accurately, and now the player has to. Oh yes, temporal. No, because I was like, I need to find the word in English and in French first, but I found it. Temporal powers. Temporal powers tend to flickers with years, and as much as I can see the power that my clan or other clan can hold, it is up to way too many variables. I am more interested in the arcane knowledge. Why try to hold power over the people when really owning the land itself at its core means that you are really the one who it belongs to?
An ambitious goal. Quite like it. And I believe that both Lord Ecleos and Gufran's head slowly turn towards Irene
Yeah. And then
at
she's
the
like, "Oh,
exact same moment.
I desire to be a good character."
She will smile to both of them and look at them.
Like, Damien, can I please say that they both ask her the exact same question at the exact same time? What are your desires, Lady Irene? I please do that.
I mean, if you want.
Yes. So Gufran and Ecleos' faces both turn to Irene. And Irene gives them this smile of yes, hello.
Hi.
Hi, I'm pretty with my hair loose in the wind, and look
Yeah.
at my white dress. Oh, mm,
Pretty and innocent.
I'm pretty and
Nice.
innocent. And then they both ask her, deadbeat, at the exact same moment, what are your desires, Lady Irene?
And the smile does not break one moment. In fact, it kind of broadens ever so slightly.
Finally, someone asked me that question.
Now I've revealed all of my dark plans. Ah, ha, ha.
Mwah,
I am a
mwahahaha.
chia seed.
I was actually an antediluvian all along.
Yes. And I'll actually grab my goals and everything there. Oh wait, I don't have my sheet up. Fuck it, I'll do it off the top of my head. Um, my my goals. Well, first of all, I will have to say that being a fledgling means that your own personal goals are kind of in a corner right now. For now, I wish to simply grow, develop my skills, learn more about our society, about this world, and the changes that it made. But what I wish, as I have seen this city, I I would like to sway those who hold power. Would like to make sure that the city can grow and can prosper. And although I'm saying this city while sitting in Timiran, my main concern is still Edessa. As Timiran is a very beautiful place, I would like to shape Edessa in that same beauty. I'd like to develop it, make it a resemblance of this place, but bigger. Personally, I hmm, I want to develop. As said, I want to develop my skills. I feel that even though we live forever, we will never stop learning. There is so much in this world that we do not understand, and having just become a Cainite, I have found many more things that I thought I knew that I found out that I didn't know. I wish to develop myself, become a better person. I think ultimately we are between humans and, well, God, albeit maybe not as high in rank as the angels. We are immortal. I think from there on we've been given a task. It's up to us to find out what this task is and to execute it as well as we can. But it all sounds very, well,
Evangelical.
I was gonna go with grand for a small person such as myself.
Dear Lord Echios, I do believe Lady Irene's goals are far higher than ours, for she immediately brings up the great god himself. Whatever are we to do?
Study. As
not, not the response. that Gufran was expecting.
See,
I
this
mean,
is why
to,
Irene loves actually us.
to which point, like it's a pause of I have, poker face, and then there's a slight smirk on the side as yes, this is an Ecleos joke.
And Irene kind of grins. I realize that there are many different ways of viewing the god, but ultimately there might be more truth to it than any of us really knows.
Ah, yes. Hashtag sad faith.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've all spoken about our own desires, our own personal goals. We've effectively answered your question, Lord Ecleos, of what our desires would be.
I'm sorry, Max. I was walking, and since you're on my speakers and not my fucking ears, Arr! Arr! Can you please repeat?
Yeah, sure. We have answered your question of what our desires would be. I realize that you know Lady Irene quite well, and you do not know me very well. So, do you have another question for me?
If I
Hmm.
am a coterie, will I get discount?
I think that requires a self control check on girlfriends. Like no refund, no reduction.
Sorry, it just popped up in my head. Get in our
Like
coterie,
yeah,
I get
no. If you want
50%
to be rich,
discount
you cannot
on
afford
right.
it. And he thinks. Hmm. What is your personal opinion on usurpers?
Oh,
I think something popped.
He gets up. He does the little dance around his chair.
I know, right?
well, I must say I haven't had too much interaction with them in the city. I haven't had too much interaction with them in as a whole in my existence. I am a bit divided on the usurpers. Do you know the history between the clan of Set and the clan Salubri, my lord?
Mm, what? On an OC, what would I need to roll for this shit?
Canaan lore.
Kicking night. Let's see.
Kicking
That's
night.
right. I need to go back
How
on
much
this
Canaan lore
report.
do you have?
Uh, I have to. Unfortunately, I focused mainly currently on my getting more magic.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, no, I think you can roll it. I don't think it's that much of a secret because it has
No,
been
but
going on for thousands of years.
I guess it's how much familiar with the subject you are.
Yeah.
I mean, he's quite
Jeebus.
familiar.
Okay, so the Salubri um, don't
Don't
offer
like
aids.
Hittites.
Don't offer aid to Setites. In fact, they would much rather see them all gone, be wiped off the planet.
So
Mm-hmm. And yeah, he He nods as goes. They share a strong and deep love for your clan, do they?
Yes, they most certainly do. And when the Tremere wiped a lot of them out, I must say we cried, absolutely wept for their loss. However, how do I say this? The usurpers are extremely dangerous. Extremely dangerous force. Because they've gone against various clans and somehow still exist. And I would quite like to know why that is. They're
And
a point of interest to me.
Ecleos nods as he say, I do not care for the salubri.
Wonderful, we are in accord.
The salubri, however, are still a clan. And outside of the fact that they stole the right to within our rank, they stole the Mitzi blood. It stole blood from other clans. They are witchcrafters, thieves, who hide under their wall like rats. But at least the rat knows its place and how to survive. The Nosferatu have thrived for thousands of years by their own strength, their own cunning. Those ones they hide behind their walls with thaumaturgy and magic, hiding from sight while they do their experiment on Canaanites on others to acquire power. But once you have found a weakness and the gentry wards fall, they die like anyone else.
A wonderful story. And one I'm actually quite looking forward to.
And he nods. Perhaps
Gufrin's going to take a small look at Irene, how Irene took that.
She is looking at her hand, studying her nails.
oh, look at them. They're so beautiful. Oh my nails.
Yes.
So passionate.
Like she in her head she's like, okay, this all doesn't really sound very nice, but far be it for me to judge someone's history and clan relations. But she's just trying to, keep a neutral expression.
Mm.
Mhm.
And he you gotta he kind of nods because he knows, like, yeah, this this is a less than civilized subject. But he goes, maybe at some point I will entertain you a little bit with what I know. And about the stone sculpture outside of their domain, which we have actually met during our little inquiry in the city.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He is talking about the big ball of light that was flying.
Oh, that guy. The,
Yeah,
the the
that
one
guy.
that couldn't fade into the
Yeah, that shit. Because he found out it was a fucking gargoyle.
Okay.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Ah, yes. The monster. My elders called it a gargoyle.
Indeed. Can thank that the can thank that Remir for this creation.
Oh.
Indeed.
Thaumaturgic power, perhaps?
Did you say tragic power?
A
Yes.
thaumaturgic power,
Yeah.
not tragic.
No, no, he
I mean,
said
it's
tragic because it sounds way more fun.
Ah.
and
Sorry.
he nods. If it can be called anything else than witchcraft, as to take Canaanites from Clan Gangrel, Nosferatu, or from my own clan and twist them into such an abomination. Probably.
Oh. Oh dear
There's
me,
something
no.
clicking in Irene's head. Like, huh, that's why the gangrel don't like the Tremere.
Oh dear. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh no. And then they call my clan unholy or bad or evil incarnate. Oh, here come the Tremere.
Looks like you have competition, Sigurfran.
I do have competition. This cannot stand. I must restore my reputation. My clan's
I
reputation.
will sell more tapestry.
I will sell more tapestry.
Ay, ay, ay.
And Ecleos nod. I do not think I have further questions. I have heard what interested me in your words. I can see myself working with you in the future.
Well, I am utmost glad to hear it. I do have a question, if you do not mind myself asking one as well.
Yes.
What is your stance on Clan Asimite?
I will give you 10 fucking minutes. Because I need to go to bed.
Well, that's the question. What is your stance on Clan Asimite?
And then he gets up. I don't care. Leaves. End of scene.
Okay.
And he thinks, as far as I am concerned, regarding the clan Asamite, I would say that I am neutral in my relation with them. I have access to a part of their library. I need to see if I can go further into it. But if you are talking about the clash of clans that exist on the Holy Land regarding who holds dominion over who, I could care less.
Oh no, for that matter, I just blame the Ventru. Well then, I do believe this has been a very active use of our time. So then, shall we raise another glass in the formation of our coterie?
I'm almost
Irene
half
will raise her.
disappointed you don't have a glass near you.
Oh.
Yeah, Max, what kind of bullshit is that? They're not even in a glass. Jesus.
I have a bottle.
That'll work.
That
A
work.
bottle. Cheers, mate.
I'll take that fish wrap.
uh, yeah, he will also you also raise a glass and drink, and this is where the moment where Saskia say, "Good, you're now bloodbound free to me," and it's like, no.
No. Come on, people. This is Irene we're talking about.
Also,
Yes, of
my girlfriend
course.
smelled the blood. If
But
it
it is
was, oh my
maybe
god, canine blood. Ha
a good
ha!
moment to end the scene.
Yep.
So, with the raising of glasses and a new coterie formed, it's there that we come to the end of the scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This was another scene of Edessa: The Dark Crusade, Season 2. Good night.